Hello and welcome to an EngView video. Today we're going to talk about line types and line styles. So let's take this file that we have open here, just a display box, and it has a cool extra kind of cutout on it. If you kind of come over here and take a look at it, you can see it makes it into a nice little display there, so pretty slick. But let's go and look about let's say that you wanted to take this line and you didn't want to cut it, but you wanted to perforate it. So we'll look at our current styles, and so you'll see I'm going to turn off my dimensions right now. I can turn off my creasing, or I can turn off my cutting. You know, I have the different things down here, and I clicked over here on the lower right to get the styles. And you'll see up here we've got these different style bars. Like if I click and hold, here's all my different cutting styles. If I click and hold, here's all my different creasing styles, my different perforation styles, and some cut crease styles. This drop-down box isn't highlighted right now yet because I haven't clicked on anything to choose another style, but all the styles are stored under Preferences and Global Styles. So first, let's just get to like something simple. Let's say that you wanted to change the color of your style type because maybe you're used to creasing being red and maybe you're used to cutting being blue or black. Okay, so if I change this color over here on the right and I say, hey, I want this to be blue and I want my creasing here to be red. Where's my red? Up here towards the top. And I say, okay, so now you're going to see that my box styles are now using those new colors. Now myself, I don't think that way, so I'm going to go back to my other preferences, go back to my global styles, and let's get back cutting back to red, and we'll take creasing back to wherever you went, green. All right, so now that's kind of the first simple thing. If you want additional styles, like you'll see here in the perforation, I have this couple of additional perforation styles. So in here, I have the ability to come in and I have the ability to create new styles. So I could click new down here and I could go through the parameters and generate it. The other thing that you might want to do is I'm perforating here, but how do I want my production to be viewed? Do I want it to be viewed as creasing? Do I want it to be viewed as cutting? So if you're not getting the 3D look that you want, you can choose this drop-down box and you can make an adjustment to it. All right, so let's go and let's say we want this to be perforating. So I'm going to hold my Shift key and my Control key on the PC. It's a little bit slightly different on the Mac. I think it's Command and something. And I'm going to click on that one line. So that one line is now highlighted. And I'm going to come over here to my perforating tab and I'm going to click on perforation and I'm going to do my 1-inch cuts. Okay, and so now you can see that this is my perforating style and I can turn it on and off, and that's got a new style. If I wanted to, let's say for the sake of argument, I wanted to take this and I wanted to V-cut it, I could click on here and I could choose, like by clicking and holding, and I could say V-cut or choose one of these styles over here, or I could go grab a style that isn't part of my current styles and I could add it to my list. So this is where all your styles are stored. And you know, if you want to do let's say something for a glue area, or you want to do a print area, or you want to, you know, create whatever styles you want to create, you have access to all of them here and you can select them. And so let's just say for the sake of argument, I wanted engraving added as an option. So I say okay, and now you're going to see that engraving is one of my options, and now that one item is engraved. Well, we don't want to really engrave that, so we're going to click on it, but maybe we want to V-cut it. Okay, and so now we've got a V-cut option on there. And now I can come over here because I have maybe a style I don't want anymore. So I right click and I can remove unused styles. And so now you'll see that the styles I don't want are gone. And now we have kind of an interesting setup. We've got a V-cut here, we've got a perforation here, and if we come back over and we look at our design and maybe we flatten it back out, and this type of material, we really weren't set up, I guess, to V-cut, but we can definitely see our perforation styles possibly. Well, actually the production is going to still show it as that. But if we go into, let's say, our cam module and we take a quick look in cam, And let's click on, there we go. So now you can see that we have some different processes here. We can see that we're getting our perforation in larger cuts, and then we have a V cut that we could process here. So hopefully that'll help answer some questions. If you have any other questions, let us know. We're happy to help. Thank you.